Thank you guys for coming today and participating. We really appreciate it. My name is Shaniqua. I'm going to be your moderator today. And our company that we're doing today is a SRU taxi service. And it's basically offered on the weekends at nighttime. You can call us up at any time. Mostly we came up with the idea for driving people from parties and things like that. It spun off of, if you ever seen One Trio, Brooke Davis has this hotline that she calls people. And we wanted to get feedback about it and see if it would be a good idea. It's not something that's out there already, so we wanted to see what people thought. All right, does anybody have any questions? Does anybody want to go around the room and introduce themselves?
Sure. Dan Swenson.
Mitch Hammer.
Rosemary.
Zach Servant.
Joshua Sanderson.
Chris Hawkins.
All right, so the first question that we have is, what do you think about the idea? Do you think it's something that's good? How do you think the community as a whole would feel
Yeah, I think
about
it's a
it?
great idea. I'm in Greek life, and I know that we have DD services, and I think it's a great idea. Keep people out of trouble.
I'm not in Greek life, so I don't have that opportunity, and I have to call my friend all the time, and she doesn't usually like that. And I'm usually drunk enough so that would be really nice.
I tend to agree with these two. I mean, I'd probably use that service if, it was available. Because, right now I make plans based on my ride situation, and I'd probably go out more if I could, have reliable service to get home.
I agree. It sucks in the rain when people go out and stay for the bus. It's not cute.
So like the whole walk, like, oh, do I want to take the walk? What is the maximum amount of money that you would be able to, that you would want to pay for this service?
I mean, there's only so many places you're going to go in Slippery Rock. Like, you're not getting around to Pittsburgh, so I'm thinking like $5.
Yeah, I was gonna say 5.
Okay, and what would you think about like a membership?
That'd be cool.
Yeah, it's a
Hell
pretty
yeah.
cool idea.
Like you just pay like once
Like
a
a
month?
punch card type deal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That would be really cool.
So how would that work in regards to like bringing people with you? Would it be per ride, per person? How the it's
I think it will work, if you have a membership, it will work per ride, per person. Like if you have a certain amount of guests that you could have with you, and then it's
Yeah.
like after that, it charge you.
It's like a buddy pass.
Yeah.
Yes. It's kind of like the parking pass thing, but
I think it's a great idea. You could do like tiers of passes too, like 1 guest is this much for the semester, 2 guests is this much for the semester. I think that'd be a pretty cool idea.
do you think that the service will help the community of Slippery Rock, and how would it help?
Yeah, I know people drive drunk all the time. That sounds terrible, but like working at the health center and stuff, like people like talk to me and they're like, yeah, like I've seen people that have gone to the ER drunk because they can't, like we can't take them if they're drunk, and like their friends, like they like pretend like they're sober but they're really not. So that happens.
Designated drunk driver.
Yeah. Besides even like the health factor, I think overall it's just, I don't know, I think it would just be beneficial overall for the community because we're all poor college kids and nobody can afford those fines.
And it's like, it follows you
Yes.
for life. Forever.
Cheaper to take a taxi than the police car to jail, so.
Yeah. The happy bus can get annoying too. If
Yeah.
you're not drunk, if you're like a sober one watching out for everyone, everyone's like singing, kiss, 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 happy birthday. Like, you're just like, I want to go home now.
And it only runs on, I think, Fridays nights and Saturday nights
Yeah.
to a certain time. And our service would run,
All night.
All
I think
night.
it's only till like 2 or 3
yeah,
actually.
like when the bar closes. So it would run all night. So if you want to like go to a party after you go to the bar, you don't have to worry about a ride.
It'd be nice if those services were still available after 2 or 3.
Yeah, that's what the goal was.
Is this really happening or are you just making this up?
No, seriously.
Yeah.
Oh, it's for a class.
That's so dumb. Oh my god.
Yeah, actually implement this.
I know, like, that's like a
Was
good
this you guys'
idea.
Yeah, was this your
I
idea?
see this
It was
idea.
Ryan's idea.
Yeah, that's
Work
right.
out the cost structures. It's totally viable.
It is. We actually thought about like, what if we actually did this? Because we were talking about Redbox, because that started at Youngstown State. It started as a project, and now they're everywhere. Like just use our own cars and do it. Probably take
We have
off.
enough university like cars or like.
Yeah,
whoever
but I
owns
don't
it.
know, like, because we were saying that the university's kind of dry and they're like very strict on something.
But would they rather people? They know people drink, like even
Yeah.
though it's dry, and like would they rather people wreck and like get in accidents and like have a bad name for Slippery Rock, or like actually?
What I'm thinking, like, if you try to reject an idea like that, like, what would the university would look so bad? Like, oh, the students are taking a proactive, like, stance to stop
Approach,
drunk
yeah.
driving, and we're like, no, don't
Yes.
do that.
We're gonna
That's
pretend like
so
no one
true.
drinks. Yay.
Happy Slippery Rock.
That's really an incredible idea.
What do you like about this service? Like, what draws you to it?
I don't think it's like finding like a DD because that's a pain like in the butt. Like trying to find someone and like seeing like if they'll stay sober for the entire night and things like that. Where you just everyone can get hammered. Like there doesn't have to be like that one.
Right. And is there any features that we haven't mentioned that you would like to see
Throw out bags.
throughout that?
Heck, yeah, because
Is that
they
a good
always
idea?
shut down the happy bus if somebody throws up.
Oh, do they?
They do, they will shut down the happy bus.
Yeah.
Maybe available on Thursday nights since that's Thursday.
Yeah, it's saying the same
That
thing,
is
actually.
true. I'm gonna start earlier in the week. Yeah, I know, because I drove past
I'm
the
drinking every
brewery
day
at
of
like
the week.
Go Slippery Rock.
We're dry though, we're a dry campus.
How successful do you see this business being?
If
Surprised it
existed.
hasn't been done already,
Yeah.
to be honest.
It would be huge, it would be a big deal.
Especially if you guys like did it out of like a company and like if you got them to like support, like they would be making like a profit as well, and like it would just I feel like it would expand.
Because it's something applicable to every college
Yeah.
campus,
Yeah.
regardless of whether they're a dry campus or not.
And even if they affiliate with the university, if they do affiliate with the university can get a cut of that too. So it's,
Yeah.
everyone's making money.
Get us out of that hole.
It's a small hole, really.
It's not
What do you guys think some of the advantages are, and what do you guys think some of the disadvantages are?
I
We
think,
could go around the room.
All right. I like the advantage of like it appeals to like a wide variety of people. It doesn't just have to be driving drunk kids around. You know, if you're at like a party in a bad situation and you can't get it home, like you know, for whatever reason, you can call the service up.
Instead of the cops,
Yeah,
because who wants to do that?
right.
Exactly.
That's pretty much my last possible resort ever, in any situation.
Yeah.
But I guess possible disadvantages, like pretty much just how you do a cost structure. Like, you know, I'm not really sure. Like, it sounds like a great idea. It's just monetizing it, like making it profitable. But
Yeah.
there could be hiccups there. But I'm not sure what your like specific business plan is outlined.
I think one disadvantage would be if Slippery Rock did support it, they'd be supporting the drinking that would follow of these cars getting everybody around and providing a transportation of drunk people in these cars. And if they don't have this service, then it might limit people from drinking as much because they know it's harder to get around and they don't want to take that risk of drinking at these parties, even though it's going to happen.
Would you say like the Happy Bus is available during those times too? Not
Yes.
all weekend, but
But they
During-
know if it gets out of control, that
after a certain point, you're
after a
not
certain point,
responsible.
they're not responsible.
Okay.
Maybe
That's a
like
good
marketing it not just for like drunk
Yes.
people, like oh like if you need to do a late night sheets run or like if you need to go to like blah blah blah, like not just going
Yeah.
out to parties.
Yeah.
So, but what if it was like a service that was offered like round the clock instead of just the weekends?
Well, it is.
Yes,
It's
yes,
it would be
Slippery Rock taxi
offered
service.
from Thursday until I think we said Sunday. So Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays it wouldn't be offered. It is a weekend service, but it would be offered all day. It's not just
At night,
at night.
But if you did the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, do you think that would maybe eliminate that idea that it's
just for
a party
Yeah,
taxi?
yeah, definitely agree
It
with that.
probably would, yeah.
I think you would have to do it all week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then even if like if people need to run out to like Butler or even like Pro City, you could do like packages for those as well. Like the how we're talking about like buddy passes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It'll just be like $10 or $15 to like go out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I think there's
Yeah.
like a Happy Bus. Well, I remember there's a Happy Bus that goes to Butler. It's like once a month or something
If
like
that.
that. If that, I don't know for sure. But yeah, that's a great idea.
I think a disadvantage of bringing Slippery Rock into it would be maybe increasing the cost, because if you outsource to a private company who then, you know, Slippery Rock wants to make money off it, well, like, you're just gonna increase the prices.
Yeah.
So I think keeping it like a private thing would be the best, you know, the best opportunity for it.
Yeah.
Do you think that university approved though, I feel? don't
I
know.
think it's more of how you present it. If you present something and then there's stuff that comes out after it's approved, what it's really for. But I think it's how it's presented, and I think it will reduce the amount of things that happen around campus. Like, I remember my freshman year, there were like 3 girls that got like raped walking from the Heights back to campus. So it will reduce the amount of people walking by themselves, and then encourages the buddy system more because you're not always by yourself.
Yeah, you definitely want to emphasize the safety aspect of it.
Yeah.
Have you considered doing anything like, how you, I don't know how you want to structure the company, but have you considered doing it like as a nonprofit thing?
No, we didn't consider
I mean, because I'm thinking, you don't want this to depend on scale so much.
that. Right.
Like, especially if you do it like fully around the week, like you're probably not gonna get as much demand, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, especially for other services that the Happy Bus does provide, you know, around town and stuff like that.
Aren't there tax incentives too? If you were to do a nonprofit, you wouldn't be taxed.
You
Quite
could
the
definitely get some
same.
breaks for sure.
Yeah, so it would make it more applicable. Keep more of that money and reinvest it too.
That actually
Open
sounds
service.
like a good idea. It could always like start away, and then it'll pick up like some things, you know, it picks up. But even if it stays on top, that's a really good idea. We didn't think about that at all.
Going back to buddy system, what you said, I mean, like some people, and like you could call it, you don't even have to, like if your friend wants to stay and they want to keep getting drunk, like you can go home. Because I know I've been in that situation. I walked back by myself at 4 o'clock in the morning and I was like running in like this dress, like because I like wanted to get back on campus.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like you don't have to be with a buddy. Like you can just call them up, be like, all right, peace.
Yeah. Because I know, like, sometimes I walk by myself somewhere, like, down the street, and, like, it's just really dark. There's no street lights or anything. And I'm just, like, I really live down the street, but it's, like, I'm scared. So I, like, walk with my phone in my hand.
Not about
Not
that.
yeah. Like, the emergency call button's on my hand, and I'm, like, walking. It's ridiculous.
I do think that you could get away with doing it on the weekends. You would, the university, if involved, would just have to clarify that, you know, we don't advocate underage drinking, but we do advocate not driving drunk. So it could be viewed as,
Positive.
right, like, you know, we don't approve of underage drinking. We're not endorsing this because of underage drinking, but recognizing the fact that people are gonna do it regardless of whether we endorse it or not, and we advise them not to. People are gonna do it anyway, so it could be viewed as a positive public relations.
But if there was a underage person in that car and it's under Slippery Rock's name, aren't they supporting underage drinking?
Hmm.
Makes sense. Because they know.
There's an
that
underage
person-
person on the Happy Bus, isn't that the same?
Too.
I guess there's some things that, like, you just can't control. Like, you can't control who gets on there drunk. And I guess it's more like they didn't do it in the car. It's like, I'm just transporting them. But I guess if they get sick in the car, we are responsible to
Better get
They're all
yourself
back.
some awesome
Yes.
liability insurance.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think like with the Happy Bus, you can't have like no. I know people take like backpacks of like beer and stuff, but like you can't have open containers. You should be like getting drunk in the back of a taxi.
Right.
Pregame in there, so like there would be certain rules and regulations.
Mhm. Definitely.
And you could still put limitations on it too, that you have to be 21 to have an open container, or any container in the car, even though that would just result
It's
in them
kinda
giving it to
like,
their friend, but.
Cafaros. They have like, when you bring beer and you have to be 21 if they see it. If you're not 21 and they don't, like if you bring a drink in there like this, they don't say anything to you.
Even
They
though
don't
there could be
even
liquor
card
in
you.
it.
Yeah, because it's like BYOB.
Yeah, it's BYOB, but if you're like over 21, they card you. So that would be something to do. If you're
And
gonna
but
get
that
with a
happens in-
case of beer.
That even happens in the dorms because you see people walking out with like freaking water bottles and like Gatorade bottles, and that's not Gatorade. Like,
Yeah.
let's be honest.
Decided to have a Gatorade at
So-
1 in the morning.
Yeah, let's be
Get
honest.
those electrolytes.
My only critique, I already said, was expanding it to a week run operation so that it would minimize that perception of alcoholism.
Anybody else have anything? Cool.
Make this happen.
Yeah, do it.